सलाम मेरे अजीज पंखों।
Taehyung was resting on the sofa when he heard Miss John's voice. They opened his eyes and found the old woman standing in front of him. They sat straight and waited for the old woman to speak. Miss John sat beside Tae and carried his head. I'm sorry, son. I know I treat you badly, and many happens to you in my home, but I'm extremely sorry for that. It's okay, Ma. Let's bygone be bygone, they said softly. Didn't want to roar to him. Then, let's go home. We all. No, I will not come to that house, they said strictly and stood up. Don't please. Miss John tried to, but they cut him off. Please, Uma, don't for me. The voice has confidence which surprised that old woman. She thought she would pause there. You can't. Me for my grandson. Please don't do this. I'm their grandmother, and I deserve to be with them, and they deserve to be with me. Miss John said. They turned to her. I'm not. You for your grandson, Suma. You can meet them whenever you want. Who can take them to you if you ask, but I will not come to that house again. That's final. They declared his decision, and by now, they. Please don't do this with us. Please, come with us. That house is yours. Invo come forward with a baby in his hand and said, My house. They chuckled dryly. If that was my house, then why I was kicked out of that house? They asked, as tears in his eyes. My house is only my husband. I don't need anyone else. If you are worried about the twins, then don't worry. You guys are always welcome. He looked at Jungkook through his eyes that they was done with this discussion. Jungkook signed and nodded his hand. They will not come to that house and this discussion, he announced, with a sign in relief before walking to his room. As the twins were in Kai and Invo's hand, what did you name them? Invo asked at the dinner table. Jungkook and his mother prepared the lunch together. Jungkook was beside Tae, serving him and glaring at Tae to eat more, as his mother also said that they need to feed and milk for the twins. The twins and sleep in the cot. His mother, but Kai and Invo made her understand that they can't force Tae to come with us. If they force Tae, then they would be disheartened and Jungkook will not like it, which could close their bond with the twins. And with the fears of losing her grandson. She agreed. John Taekook. He stopped and looked at that they have not confirmed the second name. John Taehyung. For the second baby, they declared, making him surprised for a second. He thought that he will not agree to it, but he proved him wrong. A small smile graced his lips. It's beautiful. They all exclaimed happily, and they liked their names. Jungkook held Taehyung's hand and smiled. They smiled back, squeezing his hand lightly. Let's go back to Seoul, Jungkook said softly, sitting beside Tae on the bed while holding Tae's hand. They looked at him. He placed his palm on Tae's right side of the cheek. Tae, we can't stay here. I have everything there, my business, a family. He softly clears Tae's cheeks, trying to make him understand. I told you, I'm not coming that house. I can understand your situation, so you don't have to worry about me and my twins. I will take care of them. They said, no sound, but when his toes come out bitter, they didn't realize, but the look apparent on Jungkook's face made him realize. How's his word come out like this? I mean, you can come to meet us whenever you want. They added, looking away. So you mean I should come to meet as a guest rather than living like a family? He asked with hurt in his voice. They said his twins, his, as they are not his. We have to compromise, Cook. We can't get everything we want. I have understood this in all this month. I can't get a normal family like other, 'cause I'm your second wife and you can't get your both wives under the same roof. It will be wrong for both of your wives. They looked down at his hand, seeing your husband with the other wives hurt a lot. First of all, you should not say all this. You know everything from the beginning. Does that mean I should not feel pain? They asked, hurt by his word. No, you should not. I can't understand Sana pain, but she didn't choose this. But you chose this yourself. You can't put this as a reason to not come with me. You can't complain about this. You can't use this against me. He almost shouted at they. They were shocked and hurt by his word. They remember that old Jungkook who was determined to accept they and uses his word to hurt. And they keep away the difference between the time he was using his word only to keep they with him. But they was too hurt to understand that. You can understand her pain, but not mine, 'cause I'm your second wife. They move away from here. You are comparing yourself with her. He asked. It was not like this, and the sight of him surprised him. I am not comparing her with me, as I know I can stand that position she had in your life. The peak of your first wife, of being the second woman in your life. They spoke bitterly and got out of bed in anger. They knew he should not put this in place where Sana had to put him months ago. But the hurt and pain in his heart all those months wanted to hit out in all those months. All those months and the wife and his something thinking about Sana was living in him as his wife. She can love him, touch him, have him here. They had to, everything alone. They was also depressed with all this negative thought, and the only thing which kept him sane, which is his unborn children, Jungkook, and his love symbol. While Jungkook can't understand what happened today, he was all this. He knew he can't keep him under the same roof, as he had already decided to take Tay to the apartment where he took him first after their marriage. He made him apartment in Tay name long ago. He almost threw Taehyung, but he was talking immaturely. They had to know what understand, but it was different. I never expect this from you. Months ago, Suna said the same, and my answer is still the same. That time, I told her that I will not leave you, and this time, I will tell you that same. I will not leave her. I was always clear that I will not hurt anyone because of other. Enough. Stop this, they said. I know you and your love, but I think you don't know me. How can you think that I will put you in the same position again when I knew you will be the one who will get hurt the most and nothing good can come out? How can you think that I will put you in the same position from where I put you out of the cost of leaving you? I will rather leave you than tell you to choose. Tears start falling from the eyes, hearing, and Jungkook felt his heart. I Taekook could not find words where they declare his decision. My decision will not change. I will not come back. With that, he walked out of the room wiping his tears. Jungkook slumped on the bed, holding his head. Why can't he do anything with patience? This argument could be avoided if only he talked with Tae and made Tae understand the point with calm and love. It didn't even clear that it was not saying Tae to come to that house. At night, they was feeding the twins when Jungkook walked in and closed the door behind him. They act all day. They ignore him, making him guilty even more, as their face had lost the color he had after coming back home with him and the twins. He sat beside Tae and stared at Tae back before toward Tae slowly, and Tae sniffed as he felt his touching Taehyung back.